as it is coming up also to Mercury retrograde. It looks like my recording didn't finish. So I'm going to have to do this energy report in 2 parts, but it doesn't matter because it's going to end up quite long anyway. So this is Scorpio season energy report number 2 for 2018. Yeah, basically, I don't know what recorded up to but I'm just might be repeating myself, but I apologize. To be fully of the light, you have to face every one of your fears and explore all of your shadows. And there's no better time than Scorpio season to do this, okay? So you're going to have to. They're going to just keep coming up. They're going to keep getting thrown at you. You can try and throw glitter around and try and be of love and light, but the bubble's going to pop, okay? There's going to be things this month that have to come up, have to be cleared. You know, we're coming towards the end of Venus retrograde in 2 weeks as well. And there'll be things from that. There'll be relationships that you sort of need to look at. There'll be all sorts of things. So please just face it, okay? Even if it's difficult and horrible. So, some things you're going to experience this month, or you might be experiencing already. Sleep patterns are a complete mess. You might be sleeping for 14 hours, also having naps throughout the day. You might be waking up at 3 a.m, not able to go back asleep, and you're just thinking, you know, I'll get up and have my breakfast now and start my day, whatever. A lot of strange body pains. Each part of your body will represent a different area, so I would suggest looking it up in terms of the chakra points. I've had a lot of hip pain, and hips are actually representative of a fear of moving forward because they basically drive your leg forward. So yeah, if you think of it that way. Yeah, body pains will be representative of emotional blocks, so pay attention to them. Yoga will help shift them. Also, just loads of rest. We're just going to need loads of water and loads of rest. You might be astral traveling a lot. I've started sort of astral traveling while I'm asleep constantly now, which is totally new to me. It's making me exhausted. I'm not completely, you know, I don't know about astral travel that well, so I'm having to research that at the moment, and I've seen that that's quite common. We're going on a lot of journeys in our dreams, so it's good to keep a dream journal. There's going to be lessons and messages in your dreams and your travelling that you do. There's going to be dark feelings rising from nowhere. These are to be faced. You're going to get triggered a lot. So the dark feminine or the dark masculine within you is going to get triggered by other people, by conversations, and it's best to just be kind to yourself and think, yeah, I'm a human, so that's going to happen. Not a problem, but let's get rid of it, okay? Heal it. The veil is thin, so if we are doing a lot of things that can sort of attract attachments to us, like drinking, doing drugs, things like that, and we're not skilled in keeping ourselves protected from these attachments, you're going to get attachments. So I would research that. It's not something I'm sort of willing to talk about or teach, although I do know a lot of people that are a lot more skilled in navigating attachments than me. Got a lot of friends with a lot of sort of shamanic skills at removing attachments, so if you think you might have one, let me know. There'll be a lot of karmic contracts finally ending, and this may be with karmic partners, with karmic friends, any colleagues, any business partners, and also family members. This is going to be quite rough. They might be quite unexpected too, but you know, it's part of it. And once the agreement's done and you've paid off karma to each other in this lifetime, you don't have to be in each other's lives anymore, and actually you won't feel the need to be in each other's lives anymore. I've experienced this with a family member already, this Venus retrograde. You know, not someone that I ever wanted to lose from my life, but just turns out that when I've gone back into my past lives, I understand why it's had to happen, and it was all to do with karmic debt and paying that off to each other. And then once that's sorted, we can move on. So if you want to know more about that, a past life regression will help you, or I can do readings if you send me photographs. Instant and easy manifestation is going to be good this month. So if you're sitting there thinking, oh, I'd like to start maybe doing a little Reiki business, or start doing something, some artwork, or selling some of my paintings, something like that, put the idea out there. You'll probably find the next day you'll get the opportunity. It's super, super easy at the moment. Really, really good and really fun. So make the most of that if you can. And I just want to say that, as a divine feminine, if you think that your divine masculine is running or hiding, then so are you. There's a lot of teachings in the twin flame community that are actually quite damaging, and they keep us stuck on loop, and they especially keep us chasing after the wrong guys. So that's something that you need to look at, and it's something that will be best helped by making a lot of divine masculine friends. So if you just ask, they'll be delivered to you. They're lovely to have. They're some of the best teachers ever. Yeah, I mean, the divine masculine, they're so powerful. And if you think that your divine masculine is not stepping into his power or her power, it's because you're not. Okay? So whatever you feel they're lacking, that's fine. You're entitled to have that opinion on the other half of your soul, but you also need to look at yourself. So what are they really, really good at that you're really not good at? Okay. Are you lacking creativity? Are you lacking money and the ability to manifest? Are you lacking it's usually some masculine qualities that we're lacking. Are you lacking logic? Are you too trusting of people? Are you too kind? Are you a pushover? When your divine masculine will be the exact opposite to that. Okay, so that's something to look at. That contrast. We're mirrors. It's supposed to be that way. And if you think that your divine masculine is not stepping into their higher chakras, so they're not using their third eye, they're not using their crown, they're not getting guidance like we do, they're not talking to their guides, etc., it's highly likely that they aren't stepping into the higher chakras because you're not stepping into your lower ones. So your root chakra, you're not facing your fears, you're not doing your healing from your past lives or your childhood wounding. Sacral chakra, are you totally repressed sexually? Men often aren't. All these things, there's so many layers, but they'll only sort of step into their higher chakras if you step into your lower ones. So it's something that really needs to be looked at. We're not superior in any way. We're completely equal, and I will never ever stand for the men versus women argument. So that's why I don't have a lot to do in the twin flame community, because I find that the groups can be heavily, man bashing, which I don't go in for. So yeah, that might be something that you need to look at this season. We're all being shown our own darkness, and that we need to look at it. So good luck, and if you need any help, just message me and contact me, and I'll try and do the best I can at making more videos this month, but I can't promise anything because I'm pretty exhausted and working on a lot of my own shadow too. So all the best.